All right, so let's have a little fun tonight. I was inspired by something I saw at the gym, so tonight I want to talk about gym etiquette. And I don't want this to be a rant. I don't want to complain. I want to use this as an opportunity for awareness, maybe some education for those that might be new to the gym and have questions about gym etiquette, or even some of those that might be guilty of some of these things that need a reminder. I will admit that I'm likely very guilty of one thing that violates gym etiquette, and that is wiping down equipment. I'm sorry, we're at a gym, we're all sweating. I'm not opposed to being exposed to other people's sweat. It's a gym. So forgive me, but I will occasionally wipe down equipment, especially if I feel like somebody's breathing down my neck or watching me. But in general, I'm not going to wipe down equipment. I'm sorry. It's the gym. We sweat. That's what we're there for. We all know why we suddenly had to start wiping down equipment. I think it's bogus. So forgive me, but I'm going to violate that gym etiquette all day, every day. Like I might have mentioned, tonight at the gym, I was inspired and thought about it. There was an instance where an individual was at a limited piece of equipment for what had to have been more than 30 minutes. And I don't disagree with the fact that you should have every opportunity and spend as much time as you want to on equipment. But when it comes to limited equipment at peak hours, when the gym is extremely busy, you have to be considerate of other people. It got to the point that he was at the equipment for so long that I think it was noticeable by a lot of other people. And I just think that that's poor, very poor gym etiquette. So if you're new to the gym, if you need this reminder, just keep in mind the amount of time that you're at equipment, especially that's very limited, and at peak hours. You know, it's a totally different story when the gym is empty, or there might be multiple amounts of that type of equipment that people don't have to wait on you for. But man, it looks so bad when you spend that amount of time on one piece of equipment. There's no way that you really even need to be on any type of equipment for that long. I think number two is certainly those that tend to be on their phone a lot while they're using any type of equipment. Whether they're talking on the phone, watching videos, texting, same situation if they're taking up a lot of time or a piece of equipment when it's really busy or it's a limited piece of equipment. That's just rude. Take the call elsewhere. You shouldn't even be watching videos regardless while you're working out, let alone talking on the phone and having those type of distractions. So again, if you're new to the gym, just be real careful about your phone. Frankly, what I tend to do is I put my headphones in, I put my phone down, turn off notifications, so all I hear is the music playing in my headphones. It gives me the opportunity to be focused. There's no distractions. I'm not wasting any kind of time. I think that's the best way to use your phone while you're in the gym. I would say another thing that is probably a little more controversial maybe, but it's gym bags on the gym floor, especially when you work out in a gym that specifically states no gym equipment, no bags on the floor. That's what locker rooms are for. There's absolutely no reason whatsoever for you to carry around a gym bag when you can secure it in the lockers. It's a bad look. It's really disrespectful, especially to the gym and their policies. And as petty as it might sound, it's also a hazard. I've tripped over a gym bag before from somebody else, not my own. Clearly theirs. And it's a bad look. Another one that I witness way more than what anybody really should is leaving your plates on the equipment that you just used. Especially some of these ego lifters that tend to put 45-pound plates, 2, 3, 4 stacked on there, do their sets, and then literally walk away. Leaving that amount of weight on the equipment is just downright disrespectful. So You know, especially if you're new to the gym, as you're doing your exercises, once you're done, just stack the plates and put them away. That's just the right thing to do. It's kind of similar to me, in my opinion, with shopping carts. You know, if you use a shopping cart, don't leave it in the parking space. You know, put it back to where the shopping carts go. So, same thing with your weights, man. Just put them away once you're done using them. Don't leave them for somebody else to have to do the same. Um, you know, and I think another one that might be a little controversial, but you know, one that you know I'm totally against is the socializing. You know, I've seen people taking up equipment, socializing with somebody else, you know, 15, 20, 30 minutes at a time before, you know, all while other people could have been using the equipment they were using while they were there socializing. Again, take it somewhere else. Go to the lobby with it, go outside, exchange numbers, do what you got to do. But the gym, you know, it is definitely you know, an atmosphere to meet people, network, you know, catch up with people every once in a while, especially, you know, when you come to the point where you start recognizing a lot of the regulars. It is a very cool community. So I don't discourage socializing at all. I just think there's a time and place for it, especially while you're in the gym. So, you know, I think those are just a few things that, you know, and there could literally be a list of 100 things with gym etiquette that you should be observing while you're working out. But I think to anybody that might be new in the gym or somebody that just might need to be reminded, again, I'm guilty of violating some of that gym etiquette. But I'm not going to change my opinion about wiping down equipment. I think that one isn't nearly as prominent as what you see some of the others, you know, especially being on the phones, the socializing. And my God, taking 30, 45 minutes at a piece of equipment is just ridiculous. Again, I don't want to sound like I'm complaining. I'm not ranting whatsoever. I wanted this to be more of some awareness, some education, a reminder. Please have good gym etiquette. It just creates such a better environment for everybody that's there. And it's simple stuff, you know. I think that, you know, there aren't a whole lot of culprits when it comes to it, but man, when you see it, it's just, it is so obvious. And sometimes I wonder how people can just be so disrespectful and have such a disregard for everybody else that's there at the gym, especially the ones like myself that are just focused and want to get in there, have an amazing workout, and get out. I wish more people would focus on that. But you know, let's share. You know, comment below. You know, to maybe list some of the others that you think are more prominent, that you see more often when it comes to gym etiquette, and what people should be doing differently. You know, in terms of educating themselves and just being a little more respectful. Again, you know, fitness is such a large community, and it serves so many amazing purposes. The gym is my sanctuary. So, you know, I think that if more of us would share some of that gym etiquette, yeah, it would just be, you know, a much more cooler environment than what it already is. So comment below, you know, share what it is that you see that might, you know, violate some of that gym etiquette that you think should be differently. I'm really interested to hear some of the others, some of the others that maybe, you know, people notice more frequently than what I might. I probably missed, you know, 2 or 3 others that are extremely prominent, but as I observed tonight while I was in the gym, those just were a few that sadly I feel like I see too often. So again, comment below, share, you know, what some of that stuff is. I'd love for you to like the video. I'd love for you to subscribe. Again, I'm really excited about this channel. Excited about the 12-week challenge. For those of you that might be new to the channel, you can check out my first couple of videos where I mention the 12-week channel or the challenge, where I'm starting, where I want to go, and I want you all to join me as well. So I think I'll end it there, and hey, everybody have a great night.